Well, good morning, my lovelies, and welcome to a very grey, a very overcast, slightly nippy, a little bit misty Sunday morning. I hope you're all well. Well, lovelies, how are we? Even though we're like just over a week into a milk, I am noticing the differences. I've noticed the snowdrops are now actually through. Seen lots of snowdrops knocking about. We've also got beautiful catkins on the trees. They're coming through. The crocus are through. And the daffodils in my garden have pushed through and have grown so quick. They'll be ready to flower soon. Yeah, they're ramping through. They're looking really well. So yeah, spring is really making its way in. I know it's February and I know it feels a little bit cold and stuff, but yeah, spring's here, and we're gonna start seeing major differences within a few weeks. So anyway, I wanted to speak to you today about new moons and Chinese Lunar New Year, because I was meant to do a video on Friday and it was just one of those days, shall we say. So I thought, oh well, we'll do it Sunday when it's calm and quiet. So on Friday, which was the 9th, I do believe, the 9th of February, we had a February's super new moon in Aquarius, my birth sign. So February's new moon is in Aquarius and is one of the 3 super moons of the year. So we're going to have 3. We've had one on Friday and we've got another 2 to come during the year. While the moon, being a super moon, being closer to the earth than usual, giving it a bit more energy, giving us a bit more energy and pizzazz. So we get a lot of energy from the moon anyway, but when we have a super moon, good morning Robin, when we have a super moon, it gives us a bit more energy and a bit more pizzazz and a bit more oomph. So that's probably why I ran around like a headless chicken on Friday, getting all my jobs done at work, because we had a new moon on Friday and I was feeling a little bit more energised. Did suffer for it afterwards, but there you go. So yeah, so super moons give us a bit more oomph and a bit more go. The moon rules our inner selves. So an Aquarian moon, so maybe you're reflecting over your current situation in life. A new moon in Aquarius will have you thinking about the changes you need to make in your life. New moons are like a reset button, but this new moon in Aquarius is a big one. To be able to look at what you want to change in your life and the power to change it. So yeah, all new moons are, to me, are like reset buttons. We get a new moon and it's a reset button, and we can put our intention in for the full moon cycle. Not only that, but bear with a minute. Right, that's what we said. Oh yeah, so while new moons I always class as a reset button for us to set our intentions and our goals, super moon is giving us an extra power boost in our reset button to give us more power, more pizzazz and more oomph. And then on top of that, our new moon in Aquarius gives us the chance to look at what we want and what we want to change, and give us a bit of a different outlook on life, in the hope that we can change what we don't want and move forward, if that makes sense. So yeah, that was Friday's new supermoon in Aquarius. Now, yesterday was the lunar Chinese New Year of the Dragon. That's a bit of a mouthful. So Friday is the start of the Chinese New Year. It's always in February. Always in February. And I'll chat to you a little bit about finding out how to find your Chinese animal. It's a bit special this year because it started on a new moon, a lunar moon, a new lunar moon, making it special. But it was also the year of the dragon as well. Now, we know that the Chinese, it's the word I'm looking for, honour, worship and respect dragons. It's in their culture. When you think of China, you always think of dragons. It's in their culture. So, if you were born in the year of the dragon, which was 1952, 64, 76, 88, 2000 and 2012, it's going to look like a good year for you, because you were born in the year of the dragon. In Chinese astrology, a dragon is a symbol of power, luck and success. So it being a Chinese New Year, the year of the dragon, we could all be quite lucky. We could be successful, lucky, and be able to work hard and turn our hand to anything. If you were born in the year of the dragon, that's going to give you extra oomph. So not only in February did we have a super full moon in a super new moon in Aquarius, we've also had a Chinese New Year dragon. So we are looking at a lot of good luck, a lot of success, a lot of things going our way. So yeah, it's been quite a busy weekend this weekend. Now, trying to find out what your Chinese animal is. Now, for years I always thought I was a dog. Yeah, I know. I always thought I was born within the year of the dog. Now, it wasn't until I watched Simon from the Hermit's Cave and he mentioned something last night and I went, maybe I'm not. So I'm going to try and explain this to you without confusing you or myself. So you need to look up the year that you were born within the Chinese astrology calendar. Anything from February afterwards throughout the year, that is the animal that you were born into. So I always thought I was born within the year of the dog. However, Simon pointed something out. Chinese New Year doesn't start till February, which means if you were born in January, like what I is, like I was born in January, then you have to look at what the animal is for January of the year that you were born. And when I looked it up, I'm an earth rooster, which is why I always thought that the Chinese year of the dog never actually, the description it gave never actually fitted me as a person. But when I actually read for the rooster, it fitted me perfectly well. So anybody that's born from February onwards, the animal coinciding with the year that you're born is you. Anybody born before February, as example I was born in January, you are the animal after, because the calendar hasn't changed yet. So that made me a rooster. Confusing, I know. So, just to recap, lovelies. Friday we had a new supermoon in Aquarius, giving us an extra boost on our reset button, and also giving us the opportunity to start new things, to look at things that no longer serve us, to get rid of them, and to generally move forward. Chinese New Year of the Dragon means dragon symbolises luck, success, wealth, anything like that. So that means that hopefully we'll have a better year, we'll have a luckier year, we'll be a bit more successful in what we do. So lovelies, we are going to go and make our way home now. Now that I've confused you and myself. So, I hope you all have a wonderfully blessed Sunday. Do look after yourselves, my lovelies. And remember, if you're struggling, please reach out, because there's always somebody there that will help you. Look after one another, lovelies, it's important. And if nothing else in this world, please be kind, because you don't know what that other person's going through that stood next to you. And from me and Woo, yeah, Woo's after sweeties, we are sending you all much love and many blessings.